Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then at 4:45 p.m. Different topics, same powerful show on Facebook Live. This is Today we're talking about excellence and productivity. What is the tie between excellence and heightened productivity? If you're new to the show, this show, join the family. You can become a subscriber at YouTube's Michael Datcher channel for free. I did say free, one, two, three, four, free. Holla at us. You can also, if you're enjoying the show, please swipe left or right across your device to invite people to join the show, the conversation. You can also go to productivethroughjoy.com. We offer live one-on-one productive through joy consulting. We also speak to schools, groups, and organizations in a group setting about being productive through joy. Thanks for being here. We are a show aimed at entrepreneurs, those who have their own business, those who would like to own their own business, and those who simply would like to live, like a boss in abundance. As you may also be able to discern from the show's title, we're also interested in the idea of using joy itself as a technology to move us towards our goals and objectives. We encourage everyone on this show to start their own business that they may be able to eventually fund their own dream project, their passion project, and essentially live in abundance like a boss. And abundance for us is not simply financial abundance, although that's certainly a part of the puzzle because it takes money in this world to do what needs to be done in terms of having options, helping our family, etc. But abundance in terms of love, abundance in terms of health, abundance in terms of relationships, really having an attitude and a lifestyle of abundance is what we are endeavoring to help people help themselves do. All right, so please go to Productive Through Joy, see about us, see what we do, and see if we can help you do what you need to be doing. All right. Let me say a few words about myself for those who are new to the show. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were also optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people caught my people, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americus, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where Michael, of course, Brown was murdered and the conflagration that ensued there is initially as well. I am the former executive director of the World Stage, a literary and jazz venue here in California. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate, my master's from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature from the University of California at Riverside. I am currently a professor of English lit at LMU here in Los Angeles. I am an expert at being productive. I don't say that to brag, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, then subsequently gave me up for adoption as a single divorcee, who was amazing, and at the time, though no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. Yet, as Cool Modi famously said, "How you like me now? How you like me now?" Right? And if I can be this productive through joy, so can many of us who are watching this show. In fact, in many ways, that inspires the show. We know what it's like to come from hardship, to come from difficulty, to come through that particular paradigm standing. And we know that many people who are like us, we have a built-in excuse as to why we cannot ball, have not ball, should not ball. But we're here to show and demonstrate that you can ball until you fall despite your origins, despite your place of beginning. Because when we do have great success, folks who come from our types of backgrounds are encouraged. And we want to bring encouragement, inspiration to the planet. Help us do just that, all right? Go again to productivethroughjoy.com. Holler at us. Have me come out and speak to your school organization. See about us. Look forward to talking to you soon. Today, again, we're talking about excellence and productivity. In the morning show, we like to also touch on the idea of framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you. What does that mean? At times, we wake up with trouble on our mind, and that trouble gives us a sense of euphoria. That trouble and doesn't give us a sense of euphoria. That trouble follows us around through our day and into the evening, and it can really impact our health, because stress, as we know now, is a killer. So we help individuals deal with stress by engaging in ritual. Ritual can be defined as doing the same thing at around the same time. Let me share my brief morning ritual as an exemplar. In the mornings, I wake up at 4:45 a.m. I read a couple spiritual business books. I do our morning show at 4:45. At 5, I work on my current book a while longer until sunrise. At sunrise, I go to the beach. I meditate, pray, do yoga. I live along the coast here. I live along the coast here in Venice Beach, California. I walk out to the beach. I meditate, pray, do yoga. Very powerful in the mornings when there's no one out there but me and the seals and the dolphins. I come back, work on my book for a while longer, and then go back to the beach to run up the coast, past Santa Monica's Pier, then all the way back home to Venice Beach to go to my gym, Go's Gyms, to get my workout in. So by 9:30, guys, I'm feeling amazing. My body is being flooded with endorphins, and that endorphin release gives me a sense of euphoria that I can then leverage to move myself towards my goals and objectives, which for me involve publishing, real estate, consulting, and of course, public speaking. We're not saying do what I do. We're saying do what you do. Allow us to help you do what you do, because that's what it's about. All right, helping people help themselves. As a part of my reading now, I'm reading two great books. One is, where's it at? It's the Nag Hammadi Library Reader. It's a book of Gnostic scriptures, really powerful. Early kind of century, early millennial writings, very, very powerful about mysticism and life of Jesus. I mean, really incredible. I'm also reading this book by Carl Lantz, Own the Moment, which is what it sounds like. It's about owning the moment. From those two books, I extract some wisdom. I call it the morning chant. Today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, I take the long view that excellence, doing good, and speaking and spreading love win in the long run. Once again, the morning chant for today is, as a meditating natural mystic, I take the long view that excellence, doing good, and spreading love win in the long run. And we are trying to win on this show and in life. And we encourage you and want to help you do the same. I contemplate that idea throughout my day, but also create the morning show and afternoon show around that topic. So we're talking today about excellence in productivity. Let's dive into the topic. All right. Again, please go to YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. Become a subscriber. It's totally free. Get these videos. Have me come out and speak to your organization, group, or school. We have a powerful public program, or take advantage of our private one-on-one productive through joy consulting opportunities. All right. Let's dive in. We're talking today about excellence and productivity. Point one is that excellence has got to be a lifestyle. You want to have a lifestyle of excellence, and endeavoring to be excellent in all that you do, whether it's being a parent, whether it's being at whatever job you are doing. As a side, I'm laughing because I've done many jobs, So as a writer, when I was just starting as a writer, I was working full time. I was freelancing full time. So when I was just starting in the very beginning, I couldn't support myself because I hadn't done. I was just starting. I couldn't do it simply by writing articles. So I had to do anything to survive in the early days, when I was in my early 20s. And so I recall in summer I did a job, construction, demolition. So we were knocking down buildings, and my job as a loadman on the totem pole was picking up blocks of concrete, loading them in a loader that couldn't fit into certain tight spaces. I mean, that job, from sunrise to sundown, literally. Whoa. But I wanted to be the best concrete picker-upper they ever seen. And I was running around picking up concrete. I'd be so tired, guys, at night. And it was in the valley here in California after an earthquake, and it was a bunch of there were buildings that had been destroyed. I would get home so tired at night. I would just literally be in so much physical pain and exhaustion. I would just go to my fridge, get a beer, and on that first week or so, a couple of times, maybe even 3 times, I woke up with the beer on the floor. It was time to go to work again. I would just be so exhausted. But the point is that I was the best concrete demolition picker-upper loadman on the totem pole they have ever seen. I want to be excellent as a concrete picker-upper. And so in all things, you want to have a lifestyle of excellence, which goes into point 2. As you begin to have that lifestyle of excellence, you want to know that in the long run, You want to take the long view that even though in the short run, in the temporary now and now, it may not look like your efforts are paying off or people are taking advantage of you. You may feel that way because you're working hard and they're trying to find ways to cut corners. In the long run, guys, as you take the long view, excellence wins. It just does. In your personal relationships, and I think from a very early age, I was interested in love, and as a romantic concept, but also as a verb, action word, really spreading love. And let me tell you, when you have that attitude, because many people don't have that attitude, especially in social relations and in service. And so I just think the last 6 months or so, facing some really challenging situations with people in relationships, people who've basically betrayed me. I mean, really in a heartbreaking way. Folks who I had actually loved, been their friend, and they took my kindness, my friendship, for basically, in a way, weakness, and took advantage of that. And it was just really heartbreaking. Let me tell you, when you've been hurt like that, the impulse is to pull back and say, I have to stop being so loving and vulnerable and giving, because people are taking advantage of it, right? And not respecting what I'm providing. And for a while I did that. I had to pull back some just to kind of protect myself and get myself back into balance. But now as I'm healing from that situation, I'm returning to love. Because I can't, if you're a loving person, there are going to be people out there who are going to take advantage of that. Of course you can pull back and then play defense. But the initial foray, you may get hurt. And I've decided that I'm going to take that risk, because I'm not going to stop being me, stop being loving, because I believe that love actually is God. So I'm not going to stop being godly just because other people are not. So I'm just saying there are definitely some risks involved in doing good and being excellent. In the long view, it all works out to your benefit, which goes into point 3. As you begin to engage in that long view paradigm, man, your productivity, because you're excellent, is going to increase in the long run, and life is good. All right, boom, goes to dynamite. That's all for today's show. We air each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on Facebook, here on Michael Datcher's YouTube channel, then 4:45 p.m. On Facebook Live. Thanks for being here. Please go to michaeldatcher.com. Please go to Michael Datcher's YouTube channel. Become a subscriber, guys. It's a powerful show, powerful opportunities. Go to productivethroughjoy.com. Have me come out and talk to your group or organization. Look for my new novel coming out. America's coming out in February in bookstores everywhere. Thanks for being here. We'll talk to you soon. Until then, 4:45 p.m. Deuces.